Ladies and gents, another tactic for you. This one, a 3-4-3, whom the creator used Chelsea and did very well. Let's see what it does with our Premier League team, shall we? This is Kempi's attacking 3-4-3 for the FM24 beta. It was created a little while ago. It does show that he used Chelsea on holiday, of course, so hopefully things will be a little bit similar since it's all on holiday. They played 38, won 29, drew 4, and lost 5, so did very well in the league. There's a video out of everything that you could possibly imagine about this tactic by the creator, so take a look if you want to learn more. But we're going to see in just a minute how it did for our three teams, 2 of them in the Premier League, 1 in the Championship. So let's just dive in. It starts with a sweeper keeper in defend, ball playing defenders all along the line except for 1 in cover, a wing back on support on the left and the right, CM in support on the left, a roving playmaker in support on the right, inside forward on the left in attack, and a winger in attack on the right, and an advanced forward in attack up front. There are some personal instructions for each role. But overall, in possession, attacking width is fairly wide, overlap on the left and right and play out of defense, passing directness is shorter, tempo is slightly higher, low crosses, and that is it. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly, and take short kicks. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a standard defensive line, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and trigger press much more often. Now, how did it do for our 2 Premier League teams? Let's start there. Well, as you can see, Liverpool in third, not the greatest, 77 points, 1 point lower than Manchester United. Man City running away with the league, no question about it. Aston Villa in 8th, 63 points, it's about average for them, basically. 23 and 15, it's okay. Liverpool at 23, 8 and 7. But 91 goals, still not too bad for Liverpool in third. Aston Villa getting 84, so not too bad at all. Definitely an attacking tactic. EFL Cup for Liverpool, unfortunately losing out to Fulham overall in the second leg. Well, the first leg was a draw, but 0-3, and that is it. FA Cup out 0-2 in the 5th round against Manchester United. Man City, though, they beat 4-2. Fantastic. However, the season is not a total loss for Liverpool. They do come away with the Europa League final against Inter, 2-1. A fantastic result there. They didn't play the strongest of teams, but coming up against Inter, that's a tough one. That's got to be a tough one. And you come out with the league final, you come out with a trophy, and you're in Champions League anyway, but you get it again. Squad-wise, looking pretty nice. Goals, 39 for Salah. Wow. 20 for Jota. Nunez with 19. Assist-wise, now we're starting to see the spread. 19 for Robo. Zobo with 17 and 15 for Trent. Average ratings, a lot in the green. Fantastic to see. 7.53 for Salah. Just mwah. As we switch over to Aston Villa, as you can see, EFL Cup out in the quarters, 1-4 against Fulham, and then out in the FA Cup 4th round, 1-2 against Bournemouth. However, the Europa Conference League is a different story. Look at these results. Every single match was a winner. 9-0 against Dynamo Tbilisi, 3-0 against Vitória de Guimarães, 6-0 against Tbilisi again, and then they win the entire thing. They win the league final, 3-0 against Freiburg. They beat Fenerbahce, fantastic, FC20, Genk. They had a fantastic run to this final, and they beat it. They did it. They got a trophy for themselves. Squad-wise here, looking not too bad themselves. 37 goals for Ollie Watkins. Holy crap. 19 for Moussa Diaby, and Yuri Tielemans with 17. Assists, 22 for Diaby, 15 for Tielemans. And then look at this green. 7-4-4 for Diaby. I almost did Coutinho, but 7-2-1 for Tielemans. They did a fantastic job this season, even though they came in, 8th? The squad looks terrific. Data hub wise, you can see attack, it's pretty nice. I would really love, in the previous in FM23 tactics, we saw a lot of these numbers were all the way to the top or very close. This time around, not so much there. However, there is a much wider spread overall. Defensively for Liverpool, they've got some great numbers above the Premier League average. However, there's still a bunch that's not there. And if we look at Aston Villa, very similar to a degree, not there for fouls against per game. However, a lot of numbers outside of the Premier League average was great. And then defensively, unfortunately, a lot less. As we've been seeing lately, Premier League stats, unfortunately, they're just attacking stats. Everything else, not really there. Most goals, Liverpool with 91, Aston Villa with 84, not too bad. Fewer shots against, though. I mean, you're starting to see that they just don't have a lot of what they need to get to the top of the league. Most shots for, though, Liverpool and Aston Villa, 554 to 502. So not too bad. And if we look at the player overviews, I mean, you do have Salah with 25, Ollie Watkins with 20. So overall, a fantastic run there. Assists down on the list, Diaby and Robertson, but still up there and still higher than what we usually see in the 5 or 6 categories. Player of the Match awards, Diaby, Salah, of course. Best pass completion, nobody. Dribbles made, Diaby and Salah. I mean, it's the Diaby and Salah show right now. So they've got great numbers. Unfortunately, it'd be nice to see some other players. Zaniolo's in there with 78 most shots, so not too bad. Why is he 78 and got nothing out of it? But as we switch to the championship, unfortunately, as Liverpool came in third and did fairly well, at least attacking-wise, Ipswich Town is in 15th. Not good at all. 15, 10, and 21 with only 55 points. Didn't do anywhere near what they were supposed to. EFL Cup out 0-4 in the 4th round against Manchester City. Did a good job up until that point, but unfortunately no longer. And then 2-2 draw, penalty loss in the 4th round of the FA Cup against Reading. Squad-wise, this is definitely not going to be nearly as good. 15 goals for Hurst, Broadhead with 13. Assist-wise, 15 for Leif Davis is a great result. Unfortunately, overall, they didn't have the players to back up what they needed to. 706 for Matt Riley, Leif Davis with 705. The only ones in the green. And clearly, we're not going to get a lot of stats out of an Ipswich team that came in 15th, but fewer shots against you got them in. Most possession, but overall, really awful job. Most shots for, of course, back to the attacking side. Player overview, most goals, nothing. You got Leif Davis with most assists with 13, just second there in the league. Most player of the match awards. You really got a lack of players, unfortunately. This just didn't work for them. Most key passes, Leif Davis again with 90, not too bad. And George Hurst with most shots, but overall, it doesn't seem to work so far, at least with one team in the championship. But again, Liverpool doing fairly well. So even though they didn't come in top of the league or even second, I mean, they're only 1 point off. If you took control of this, you could probably get that point somewhere in that entire 38 list of fixtures. But table-wise, they didn't do well. However, attacking-wise, it's pretty nice show. 91 goals for to Manchester. I mean, Manchester United's 87 is in second. So overall, I wouldn't say it's too bad. 84 for Aston Villa. They did a fantastic job, even though they came in 8th. They still all have European spots. We do have 2 titles, so I mean that does account for something. And they're in Champions League next year or Europa League, so overall, not too bad. But that is it for me, SefianFM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more of these tactic talks and all that. And we'll see what will come up next. Take care and enjoy.